Hey guys, it's Tiffany from Super Easy Math. Today's math problem of the day says an isosceles triangle has a perimeter of 30 inches. The ratio of the length of the sides are 3 to 3 to 4. What are the lengths of the sides? Well, when I see this ratio 3 to 3 to 4, I first want to write that down as actual lengths. They told me that the triangle is isosceles, and I used to always teach my students isosceles ice cream cone. And that just helps them to remember that we're talking about a triangle that looks like this, basically. Okay, it looks like kind of like an ice cream cone, and that makes sense given the dimensions that they gave us. If two of them are going to be 3 and one of them is going to be 4, that one is going to be the opposite one. Well, in this case, this shape is not drawn to scale. If they really were 3 and 3, the 4 would be longer, so it's like this. So this is kind of a less ice cream looking isosceles triangle, but it does help clarify when dealing with triangle. The isosceles ice cream does help clarify when considering also like an equilateral or right triangle. You can still figure out which one it is if you're asked what type of triangle is something. So I have a couple different ways I can solve this, and what I'm going to do is basically guess and check proportions here. So I'm going to double these numbers, triple the numbers, multiply by 10, whatever I need to do to keep the relationship proportional, but up the amount. How do I know that I need to up the amount from the beginning? Well, if I were to consider this triangle and the bottom two sides are 3, and the top is 4, as far as the perimeter goes, which is what I'm trying to figure out, that would only equal 10. 3 plus 3 is 6, and then 6 plus the 4 is 10. Well, they told us they want a triangle that has a perimeter of 30. So I know that if I'm at 10 now, I need to make the numbers larger to get to 30. So let me draw the triangle again, and I'll say, hey, how about I double all of the numbers? So that means they're still proportional. Okay, that means the ratio aspect of the question will still apply, but the length is longer. Okay, so let's say it's 6, 6, and 8. Well, 6 plus 6 is 12, and then 12 plus 8 would be 20. So that would give me a perimeter of 20, and that's still too low. So now I'm going to ask myself, okay, what do I need to do to make it higher, but not too high? Because if I were to do something like multiply all the numbers here by 10, I know I would be dealing with numbers that are way too big. It would be 30, 30, and 40 to add up, and that's already bigger than the 30 total. So I can't go too high, but this was too low. So how about I take my original problem and multiply it by 3 on all sides? Well, that would be tripling the original, so that would give me 9, 9, and 12. Well, if I add the two 9s together, I get 18, and then 18 plus 12 is 30. So this is the side length scenario they're looking for. So to answer the question of what are the length of the sides, they are 9, 9, and 12. So that combination would be proportional to the 3 to 3 to 4 ratio, and it would total 30 as far as our perimeter goes. Here's tomorrow's math problem of the day. See if you can solve it before I do, but don't forget to head over to Super Easy Math where you can get my top 5 math tips to make learning math easy.